Hi everyone, welcome to my game of the month for September 2023. This is Deguchi versus Tanigawa from the OE prelims. Playing Sente is Deguchi Wakamu, ranked 6th dan. Playing Gote is Tanigawa Kōji, the 17th Eternal Magen. It's the first time that the 28-year-old Deguchi faces the 61-year-old Tanigawa in an official tournament game. What follows is a clash of youth versus experience, Deguchi's spectacular attack versus Tanigawa's trademark light speed endgame. The game begins with pawn to 2-6, pawn to 3-4, pawn to 7-6, pawn to 4-4, silver to 4-8, pawn to 9-4, pawn to 9-6, silver to 3-2, gold to 5-8, silver to 4-3, king to 6-8. Tanigawa can still choose either static rook or ranging rook, and this game he goes for static rook with pawn to 8-4. It seems that he intends to use the Gangi strategy. On the other side of the board, Deguchi can choose between a few different static rook strategies. In this game, after pawn to 2-5, bishop to 3-3, pawn to 3-6, gold to 3-2, he plays the move bishop to 7-7, a move that often serves the purpose of defending the 8-6 square after pawn to 8-5. In this case, the meaning is to enable the silver development to 8-8. On the other hand, Tanigawa now gains the option to make an alternative attack, keeping his pawn on 8-4 and saving one move. This is the strategy he ultimately chooses in the game. Gold to 5-2, pawn to 5-6, silver to 6-2, king to 7-8, pawn to 7-4, aiming for the bishop's head. Silver to 8-8, pawn to 6-4, silver to 5-7, silver to 6-3. And seeing this move, Deguchi goes for a quick fight with pawn to 3-5, which puts Tanigawa at a crossroads. For example, one option might be to simply take this pawn, and the game might proceed like silver to 4-6, pawn to 3-6, rook to 2-6, pawn to 7-5, pawn takes, pawn drop 7-6. And to be honest, I don't know which side would have the upper hand. In the game, Tanigawa plays the immediate pawn to 7-5, pawn takes, rook to 7-2, intending to activate his rook to 7-5. In response, Deguchi reveals the depth of his opening strategy. First he plays pawn takes 3-4, and after silver takes, he makes a great decision. If he attacks with rook to 3-8, silver to 4-3, silver to 4-6, then after rook takes 7-5, Tanigawa's rook would pin the bishop and threaten to capture the 2-5 pawn, disrupting the flow of Deguchi's attack. Instead, Deguchi pulls his bishop back to 6-8. Tanigawa takes the pawn, Deguchi could drop another pawn to 7-7, removing the flaw in his castle. Tanigawa activates his bishop with pawn to 4-5, and Deguchi counters with silver to 6-6, aiming for pawn to 2-4 and a bishop exchange. For example, after pawn to 6-5, silver to 7-7, silver to 6-4, pawn to 2-4, pawn takes, rook takes, gold to 2-3, rook to 2-8, Deguchi would hold an advantage thanks to the superior shape of his formation. In the game, Tanigawa prevents the bishop exchange with pawn drop 3-5, but after dropping his last pawn in hand, Tanigawa now has a pawn shortage. Meanwhile, Deguchi has a 1 pawn advantage from capturing on 7-5, so he decides to slow down and improve his castle with silver to 7-7. Now, after pawn to 6-5, he can respond with silver takes, so Tanigawa decides to castle his king as well. King to 4-1, silver to 7-6, king to 3-1, bishop to 7-7. Deguchi returns his bishop to the long diagonal to counter the influence of Tanigawa's bishop. A bishop on this diagonal can simultaneously protect its own castle while aiming towards the opponent's king, so the control over the long diagonal is a big point of this game. Tanigawa develops his knight to 7-3, but he doesn't have a follow-up after knight to 6-5 or knight to 8-5, so Deguchi can simply add more thickness with gold to 6-8. It was thought that Tanigawa might try to prepare for a bishop exchange with a move like gold to 4-2. Instead, he activates his rook with rook to 7-1, pawn to 1-6, pawn to 1-4, rook to 2-6, rook to 4-1. Although it can be dangerous to place the rook near the king, Tanigawa's rook has high mobility along the back rank and the 4th file, and it also feels tasteful to go around the thickness at the head of Deguchi's king. In this position, Deguchi plays the natural knight to 3-7. But this move gives Tanigawa an unexpected opportunity. After the game, Deguchi regretted not playing bishop to 8-8, removing the bishop from a potential knight jump. In this position, both the bishop and the knight are potential targets. But if Tanigawa goes for the primitive pawn to 3-6, rook takes, bishop takes 6-6, bishop takes, silver drop 3-5, then after rook takes, silver takes, bishop takes 1 promotes, this plan would backfire, giving Deguchi the upper hand. In the game, Tanigawa finds silver to 5-4. And the critical question in this position is what would happen after pawn to 7-4. It would be a big gain for Deguchi if he could make a Tokien on 7-3. For example, after silver to 6-5, silver takes, knight takes, bishop takes 3-3 promotes, gold takes, pawn to 7-3 promotes, pawn to 3-6, Tokien to 6-3, Deguchi's attack seems to be faster. So instead, Tanigawa might play knight to 8-5. If the bishop escapes to 8-8, then after pawn to 6-5, silver to 5-5, silver takes, bishop takes, pawn takes. Because Deguchi doesn't have the Tokien yet, Tanigawa would be in time with silver drop 3-6, threatening the knight while enabling pawn to 4-6. On the other hand, Deguchi could counter with silver takes 8-5, pawn takes, pawn to 5-5. Once again, after silver to 6-5, Deguchi could take it and then make the Tokien, so it would be better to proceed with pawn to 6-5, pawn takes 5-4, pawn takes 6-6, intending to counter bishop takes with silver drop 5-5. Instead, Deguchi could recapture with the rook, offering to trade it for Tanigawa's bishop. Well, I have no idea which side would hold the advantage, and the evaluation seems difficult. All in all, pawn to 7-4 might have led to a game full of difficult twists and turns. Instead, Deguchi proceeds with pawn to 5-5, and Tanigawa steps in with silver to 6-5, silver takes, knight takes. But after the game he said that he was worried about silver takes, pawn to 5-4. If he plays bishop takes 7-7 promotes, Deguchi could recapture with his knight and bring it into his attack with efficiency. Instead, after pawn takes 5-4, bishop takes 3-3 promotes, gold takes, bishop drops 7-4. Well, I don't know, it's not clear to me whether or not this would be an improvement compared to the actual game. So Deguchi plays bishop to 6-6, and Tanigawa responds with silver drop 3-6, creating the dual threats of silver takes 3-7 and pawn to 4-6. Because Deguchi cannot defend both threats at once, he counterattacks with pawn to 5-4, intending to make a bishop exchange and then drop it again to 7-4. Tanigawa plays pawn takes, but Deguchi proceeds with bishop takes 3-3 promotes, gold takes, bishop drops 7-4, making a powerful attack against the gold and the rook. Tanigawa defends with rook to 4-2, and in this position, Deguchi finds a beautiful Tetsuji. It's silver drop 4-1, a stunning invasion into the heart of Tanigawa's castle. If Tanigawa captures the silver, then Deguchi could win the gold with pawn drop 5-3. After the game, Tanigawa admitted that he had overlooked this move. He escapes his gold to 5-1, but Deguchi unleashes a fierce straight line attack with silver takes 6-5, pawn takes, pawn drop 3-2. If gold takes, then Deguchi could step in with silver takes promotes, king takes, gold drop 5-2, connecting and increasing the speed of his attack. So Tanigawa escapes to 2-2, but Deguchi's attack won't run out here. He abandons his rook with rook takes 3-6, pawn takes, silver drop 3-1. If Tanigawa escapes to 1-3, Deguchi could attack the edge with pawn to 1-5, pawn takes, pawn drop 1-4, and after king takes, it would be a sudden death. Knight drop 2-6, king to 1-3, lance takes 1-5, pawn drop 1-4, lance takes, and checkmate. So Tanigawa's only move is king to 1-2, and Deguchi proceeds with silver takes 4-2, gold takes, rook drop 7-2. At this point, professional players watching the game thought that Deguchi would win the game. His castle remains untouched, and Tanigawa's camp is in ruins. For example, after gold to 4-3, Deguchi could give the decisive blow with bishop to 5-2 promotes. Here I would like to make a brief digression. In his book, Lightspeed Endgame Technique, Tanigawa wrote the following words. Even professional shogi players can only analyze a limited number of variations. It is therefore essential to be able to grasp the rhythm of the game, and fortune may favor the player who succeeds in doing so. Even when you are really not sure, you cannot sit on the fence forever. Although you know it could go either way, you must often make up your mind and take the plunge anyway. With this in mind, I believe that what follows is a shining example of Tanigawa's famous endgame technique. Bishop drop 5-5. A great bishop drop that's uncomfortable to defend. So Deguchi instead takes the gold, but now gold to 4-3, dragon to 5-2, bishop takes 9-9 promotes. And having gained a lance, Tanigawa counters pawn to 3-1 promotes with lance drop 4-2. Although Deguchi's attacking pieces are closing in, Tanigawa's king survives. The 1-3 square is the vital point, and Deguchi cannot reach it. For example, after pawn to 1-5, Tanigawa would be faster after rook drop 8-8, king to 6-9, rook takes 8-9 promotes, gold drop 7-9, knight drop 7-7, gold takes, dragon takes 7-9, king takes, horse takes 7-7, and win by a brinkmate sequence. So in the game, Deguchi defends with gold drop 7-9. But now, Tanigawa has time to play pawn takes 3-7 promotes, intending to drop this knight to 7-6. And after knight drop 8-8, he delivers the final blow. Knight drop 7-6, knight takes, pawn drop 7-7, gold takes, rook drop 2-8. A pincer that leaves no escape for Deguchi's king. If he plays pawn drop 5-9, then Tanigawa can play to king takes 4-7 and win with a straight line attack. So seeing this move, Deguchi resigns the game. I hope you've enjoyed the timeless triumph of Tanigawa Kōji, the 17th Eternal Meijin. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.